Jesus is on the journey through Galilee to Jerusalem, through the territories of Herod Antipas, a Roman puppet leader, to the territories ruled by the Romans, and at this moment in time under the procuratorship of Pontius Pilate. And he basically goes from out of the frying pan into the fire, from the danger that Herod poses to the danger that a Roman monitored city brings. The Romans, who are mostly interested in keeping everything as unexcited as possible, and therefore quenching every tiniest uproar by treating it as insurrection and dealing out death sentences. Therefore, Jesus knows what danger he is facing in Galilee and Jerusalem. But still, there's no time to lose, not even because of a death threat. No, instead of turning around and trying to do the instinctive thing to save his skin, Jesus continues his work of casting out demons and curing people. He prioritizes compassion over self-preservation. I read a New York Times piece, an opinion piece yesterday, that summed up the consequences of the shutdown of the U.S. Agency for International Development, the USAID, for people in Africa, focusing on AIDS orphans, under- and malnourished children, and pregnant women. To make it brief, consequences are deadly, especially for children. And on the other hand, the richest man in the world calls USAID evil and criminal in his posts on X. Compassion and compassionate actions sometimes seem to elicit a contrary reaction. Some people, powerful people, feel threatened. Herod in Galilee and the leading groups in Jerusalem, the temple elite and the Romans, sense the power that lies in caring, healing, and loving other people, granted in rather public displays, and they feel threatened. The article I read yesterday made me wonder if Elon Musk feels threatened too, and he might not even be aware of that. Compassion has an intrinsic force that must not be underestimated, not by those opposing, but also not by us. Being compassionate, caring for our neighbors, is a fundamental aspect of how we define our lives as Christians. And in a moment in time where the leadership of our country steps away from caring and being compassionate, it is our call, but also our huge chance, to show that we truly live this call to compassion, even if it poses a threat to do so. However, maybe you know these thoughts, but there is such a need everywhere. It is overwhelming. I cannot help everyone. And instead of doing something, we collapse back into our daily routines, trying not to look left and right. The truth is, yes, we cannot help everyone who needs help, but we still can do something. And maybe it is supporting one person or one organization. Jesus also did not heal everyone or feed everyone all the time. But I believe that compassion causes a powerful ripple effect, and that people who receive compassion will pass it on. Have you ever seen how fiercely a mother hen protects her chicks? When she senses danger, she clucks a few times, spreading her wings around her body to make room for her chicks and to shield them from any danger. The chicks follow her call, gathering under her feathers. The hen also follows the source of danger, turning her body on the spot so that her chicks at all times are safe under her wings, while she stares the threat, the deadly threat, into the eyes. This is how Jesus describes his desire for his relationship with the people of Jerusalem. He knows they will reject him. He predicts that he will be killed in the city, like other prophets before him. But instead of condemning the city and its inhabitants, he talks of mercy, of care, of protection. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, the city that kills the prophets and stones those who are sent to it. How often have I desired to gather your children together as a hen gathers her brood under her wings, and you were not willing. We are these vulnerable chicks. We are deserving of compassion. All of us are. Whether we sit here in the pew or on a street corner, on a throne or in a hut, in the White House or in South Sudan. That is the power that we are all deserving of care and being seen and treated as feeling human beings. That is the power that is in compassion, in love. It makes us equally deserving and needy of being tucked away under the sheltering wings of a merciful, maternal God. Our God, who spreads his arms on the cross like a mother hen gathering her chicks.